secret message earrings. Welcome back to another episode of hand stamped jewelry making using the Infinity Blok. I hope you enjoy this. These are the components and tools we will be using for today's project. Descriptions will be in the captions. I've always loved having lots of fun with little secret messages, secret language. My brother and I used to do this all the time, writing little secret notes that no one else could understand. So this is a nod to that. It is a lot of fun. We're going to, there are many different ways of doing it, Morse code, etc. But we are going to do it in a very simplistic and fun, entertaining way. First, with these 5mm sterling silver stud earrings. You can, depending on the message and what you want to say, you could overlap if you've got big words, but I find that you could use something bigger. This will work, and in fact, I might add to the mystery. So let's get started on this. I like to use tape to hold things down. You don't have to. This is the Infinity Blok, and as in the episodes you've seen, this is tempered steel and it has a 1.1mm hole. It will fit any, and you can just use it like this, but I'm going to use tape rolled like this. Today we're not going to do much drafting, but if you were to do some drafting, this would be extra useful because it will hold it down and you can make your markings and guidelines. But what we're going to do, in fact, is have a secret word or a sentence, but since this is only 5mm, I don't want to have a long sentence, and I'm just going to use one word. I've chosen here, breathe. What makes it secret, cryptic, is it's going to be layered and jumbled. So I'm not going to go right to left or whatnot. And I might just leave a clue by having it on the outside, B, so that's more legible. Oops, there we go. And then I'm just going to, I'm not even going to have it lined up. Now, it's gotten loud. And I'm going to show you now what happens when you actually use the sandbag. It's a lot more solid sound. In fact, you don't have to have it covered. I like to have a little bit of overlap, and also I don't like it when things are all on one side or spread too evenly. So having it jumbled is actually more interesting. I'm going to show you what it looks like now, and I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. And how I flatten it is simply using a stack of scrap paper, preferably no writing on it, because you don't want any of the ink to transfer onto your piece. And you want it thick enough so that any rough edges on your hammer doesn't transfer to that. So I just do this. There you go. Actually, I really like it. It is very interesting, begs the question, what is that? And from afar, it looks like a design, an abstract word design. For the other word, you can do set, but I like asymmetry. And it doesn't really matter anyway, because it is the same shape and it's actually more interesting if one is fuller than the other. So I'm now going to do this without speaking too much in case we want to speed things up. Here we go. This is going to be really difficult to decipher because there's so much overlapping, but I think it is a lot of fun. I'm going to straighten this out now. I really like it. The thing is, there's meaning and it's hidden in there. Okay, determination, it might be a little bit much in terms of number of letters, so that it's harder to decipher. But can you imagine? It would be so much fun if there was a possibility of deciphering it, and you send it to someone, and their job is to think on it and decipher the message. The other thing is, if you are selling these, you could take requests and hammer it out so that they can send it to their loved one for them to decipher. But either way, even if it is a message for yourself or for your client and they're wearing it for themselves, it is hidden meaning that is a reminder for them. So I think it's a great idea. In the comments below, let me know what message you think one should send out or that you would send out. And leave a trail of a clue if you're going to hammer these out. If those people don't know the people who are receiving it, ask them to go search online for a message saying that it is hammered, and maybe they can find my YouTube video and find your comments. So I love mystery and leaving clues. And here are the finished earrings. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please like and subscribe. Stones and Findings is a wholesaler of premium quality chains and findings, as well as the inventor of the Infinity Blok. I'm going to leave more information below about our company, as well as the Infinity Blok and the components I've used in this video.